Hello, everyone. It's Tara, and this is What's Up Wednesday for June 19th. Today, we're going to be going into the Seller Accountability Report. So, this webinar will be a little bit shorter because it is just one feature. So, and it's simple to use, but it's a great way to connect with your sellers to kind of let them know things you're doing. So, we'll be going through that today. Next week's What's Up Wednesday is going to be on the print shop and customization requests. So we'll be going through this print shop area over here, and we'll be going through how you can do a customization request for an online layout, like a property website or personal website, something like that, or how through the print shop you can do custom orders for print marketing. So that will be next week. A couple of things I want to touch on really quick so that you guys can take advantage of it and so that you know about it. If you look on the dashboard of your account, you're going to see Join the Agent Marketing Facebook group. It's a great place. There's agents in there. There's other account holders in there, and it's a great place to go and bounce off ideas, ask questions, see what other people are doing. So highly recommend going and joining our Facebook group. Another thing on your dashboard I want you to see to take advantage of is our June promo, and you should have gotten the email, our June newsletter email with this information in it as well. But the June promo is buy any 100 quantity pack of postcards or door hangers, and you get 24 water bottle labels for free. So great offer. If you ever wanted to check out some of our print marketing, it's a good way to go about it because you're getting something free from it. So go and check out that offer if that's something that sounds like you would like to do. Another thing I wanted to bring up was Google and Facebook reviews. We always love to hear good feedback and success stories and things like that. So we would absolutely love it if you can go give us a Google review or a Facebook review, because that's always helpful as well. And another thing I wanted to mention is most of you probably know we have a What's Up Wednesday YouTube channel, but we also started a new YouTube channel just a bit ago, and it's called AM Network, and I'm going to show you that one right now. This is our AM Network YouTube channel. It has got some really good videos. It's not just here's how you use a property website, or here's, it's not just instructional, like step-by-step things. It's got some really good content, good advice on how to do things, best practices. Our newest video is social media strategies, and this is an amazing video. We had a social media specialist come in and sit down with Christina, and they talked, and there's some really good content here on social media if that's something you struggle with, or if it's something you want to know and get better at. I definitely recommend going and checking this out. The way to find this channel on YouTube is type in AM Network, no spaces. If you put a space, you're going to get something else completely. AM Network, no spaces, and that'll bring you to our AM Network channel, where we're constantly adding new content, videos, interviews with people like social media, and that kind of thing. So go ahead and subscribe to it too. That way you automatically know when something new has been uploaded. So you can subscribe to this channel. You can also subscribe to the What's Up Wednesday channel. We upload those videos a couple of hours. They're available after What's Up Wednesday. So that's a couple of the things I wanted to let you guys in on today. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start talking about the Seller Accountability Report. The Seller Accountability Report is available for each listing you have in your account. And where you go to get to it is you click on the Property tab on the left side of the screen, and then click on Properties. That takes you to the ever important Properties page, where you do anything with your listings here. And the Seller Accountability Report can be found from the Reports icon down here in the bottom in the middle. Each listing has one. Obviously, this one does not have one yet because it has not been activated. Once you activate it, then all of the icons appear just like this. So when you're ready to look at and deal with the seller accountability report, you just click on reports, and then it's the one on the bottom. It says seller's accountability report. Now, the way I like to describe this is it's like a log of things you've done in agent marketing to market this seller's listing. It lets them know, hey, this is the day I modified property information, I added open house dates, or the YouTube video was created, a Craigslist ad was done. It's a great way for them to see all that. So you can see all of these things are in here. This is a whole lot of stuff because this property's been in here a while. But you can delete things. Like right here, you'll see this is it's a duplicate because it was probably posted twice or whatever. You can just delete one if you want to without an issue. The really nice thing about these two is that if you do something outside of our system for the marketing this listing, you can add it in. So you can type in your own actions too. Anything you do through our system, or most things you do through our system, will automatically log here. So let's do one so you can kind of see it. Let's say you've got an open house coming up, and you need to add in the open house date. So you'll go to tools, then you'll go to open house dates. And then once you add in your open house date, just put one in here really quick. There we go. Click save. Tells you to post to Facebook. Okay, so we've got our first open house date and time in there. So let's go back to our seller accountability report and see if it logged it. And there it is. Open house dates have been altered and saved. So you'll see it's got the date, 6/19, which is today, and exactly what time we added it in. So you'll see it adds it in here. So let's say you printed some flyers out to put in a flyer box. So you could add that in here manually. You could say printed flyers at Kinko's. Those still exist, I think. And put in flyer box. Okay, so you wanted to add that in, and then you're going to click save. And that's going to save that one in there as well. There you go. The one thing about doing that is that you're going to want to add that in when you do it. So like if you go and do it, put the flyers in the flyer box, come back and, really quickly log on and put that in there that you added it in. And then it will show like that. Then what you can do is you can just take a look at everything, see if there's anything you need to delete. If there is, you would just check a box. If something looks like it's duplicated, like this Craigslist, sometimes when you try to post, you have to try it. And then you can just click save, and that'll delete those, the ones you had checked off. Then if you want to see what the seller accountability report looks like, all you have to do is click on this view in the top right, and it's going to open up and show you what it looks like. It's going to have your information at the top, all your contact information, your photo. It's then going to give what property this is for and all the information about the listing. It's going to show a picture, and then it's going to show all of the things you've been doing for the listing. So the seller can see all of this. You can see when you send a feedback request, it shows up here. Any emails you send, if you send one of the emails that we give you in the tools section, it shows that in here. If you added floor plans, if you add menu items like other pages to the property website, obviously open houses, music selection, panoramic, if you delete or update a panoramic tour. So you can see a whole lot of things log themselves automatically in here. And then, like I said, you can add your own things in here if there's something you did that didn't involve something in our system, like printing the flyers and putting them in the flyer box or something like that. So this is a great way for the sellers to see what you're doing. I know that some sellers are always wanting to know, hey, what are you doing? What have you done? And this is a great way that logs it, and you can just send it over to them. Now, to get this sent to the sellers, you will see a send button up here. But first, you're going to have to put the seller's email address under the edit area for the listing. So I'll show you how to do that first. To do that, you'll go to Property and then Properties to get to your Properties page again. Then you're going to go to Edit for that listing. Okay, what we're doing right now is adding the homeowner's email in, the seller's email, so that you can send that seller accountability report. So you will click on Edit. Once you click on Edit, you're then going to go to Options at the top. So Edit, then Options. You're going to then see the homeowner login information up here. You would just stick the email address in here. You do not need to do a password. This is for a different feature if you wanted to give them access to the back end for their listing, to edit descriptions, photos, all that kind of stuff. But that's not what you need for this seller accountability report. So all you need to worry about for the seller accountability report is sticking in the homeowner email. Okay, you stick it in like that, and then you click Save. So now you've got the homeowner email address in, and you're ready to send a seller accountability report to them. So then to send it, you're going to go back to Reports, which is that middle icon, then back to Seller Accountability Report. Okay, so make sure it looks the way you want it to look. You've got everything in there you want to. View it again if you want to, just to make sure, because once you click that send button, it's going. There's not going to be a confirm button, so once you click send, it sends. So now when you're ready to send it, just click that send button. It's going to let you know exactly what email address it's sending it to. You remember we did just add that seller email in under edit for that listing, and that's the email address it's sent to right there. So then you can just close, and then you are ready to go. It is all done. You can see it even logged my property information where I went in and added in the seller email. You could even go into this right here and say that you added in the seller email address to send the seller accountability report. So you can modify ones that are already here. So if you wanted to change this to be more specific, you can do that too. So that is the seller accountability report. Again, if you want to know how to get there, let me go back to my dashboard. It's not on the dashboard. You'll click on Property and then Properties. And then the seller accountability report is located on the report icon. Every listing has a report icon. And then you click on seller accountability report. Now remember, you also have to put the seller's or homeowner's email address in order to send it to them, and that is in a different area. If you need to put in the seller's email address, you're going to go to Edit for that listing, and then you're going to go to Options, and that's where you put in the homeowner email. Remember, you do not need to worry about a password for the seller accountability report, just the email. Once you put the email in here, you can go back to that report icon and the seller accountability report to send it to your seller. So now let's open it up to questions. Any questions about the seller accountability report? Denny, no, there is not a buyer accountability report. This is a feature that is for someone selling their home, and that can be used as a log for things you do to market their listing. Any other questions? Always remember too, we do have our support team here. If you ever have questions, their number's in the top right corner of your account, or the chat bubble is in the bottom right corner of your account. And we also have the What's Up Wednesday YouTube channel. That's a great way to train yourself on certain things too. Carol's question says, once you enter the seller email address, does it stay there, or do you have to re-enter it every time? It will stay there for that listing. So if you are on task to send a seller that seller accountability report once a week, you don't have to go back into edit and enter in that email address again. You'll just go back into the report section and then just resend the seller accountability report to them. Any other questions? Any other questions about the seller accountability report? All right, since there's no other questions coming in about the seller accountability report, just remember next week's What's Up Wednesday is on print shop and customization requests. So we'll go through how you can do that. And don't forget about our AM Network YouTube channel. Remember, to find it, you just type in AM Network, no spaces, and it'll come up that way. And yeah, and if you have any questions on anything, feel free to give us a call. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of the week. Thanks for being here. Bye, everybody.